birthdays. But I'm going to start talking about my mom and dad. As many of you know, and as you've heard, my mom is a native Wisconsinite. My dad met my mom when he moved out to Wisconsin to help a family friend with business in the cheese state. Though my dad wasn't particularly artistic, his ability to get my mom to go out with him shows how truly creative he was. First step, he somehow found out my mom's address. I promise it wasn't creepy. But as we've mentioned, or as you probably know, he was always ahead of the times technologically. And he rode by her house 1 or 2 or maybe 10 times, just to make sure she didn't have a boyfriend. Step 2, he acquired the means to find out my mom's birthday, October 18th, and told her that he would get a group of friends to go out to dinner at TGI Fridays just to celebrate. Nothing big at all. Hesitantly, my mom agreed, thinking he was kind of strange, but she said, I mean, who doesn't like a birthday party? To my mom's surprise, when she showed up, it was just my dad sitting at the table. And from there, my parents' romance, lifelong partnership, and teamwork began. They were a team like no other team you've ever seen. Immediately, this team had an obstacle to overcome. As you've heard, my dad was raised Jewish, and my mom was raised Christian. Even though mixed marriages were much more unheard of 33 years ago than they are today, they did not let this obstacle stop them from marrying and having our family. They both respected one another's religion, and each did not try to convince the other one to convert. Instead, they raised us with both holidays and based on the 10 Commandments. They taught us to believe in God, and most importantly, to be a good person. This belief system is a true testament of who my dad was, who my mom is, and who my brothers and I strive to be. Okay, so believe it or not, growing up in a house with 2 very, very kind, strong older brothers, I occasionally got a bit upset about various things, like when Michael and Andrew didn't include me in their activities with the Doria boys. Or because Michael told me that Barney was stupid, I shouldn't play with dolls, or we were only allowed to watch ESPN and not Disney Channel. But no matter how upset I was about anything, my dad always somehow had the perfect way to make everything okay again. But it's not just me who he was magically able to console in just 10 seconds time. He helped my friends and cousins get over their fear of dogs simply by opening up my dogs' mouths, putting his head, I kid you not, inside of my dogs' mouths while shouting, "Hello!" just to show the kid that our dog was harmless. He did absolutely everything and anything to make people feel comfortable and could get anyone to smile at their worst moment. My dad's sense of humor is one of his best qualities and something that I have adopted from him, even though it has gotten me in trouble from time to time. Just a few weeks ago, he was reading Yogi Berra quotes to my mom and me, and he truly just couldn't get over them. After politely asking Siri, "List Yogi Berra quotes," he read them off to my mom and me while laughing hysterically at each and every one of them. "You better cut the pizza in 4 pieces because I'm not hungry enough to eat 6. "You've got to be very careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there." And his favorite, "Always go to other people's funerals, otherwise they won't come to yours." Trust me, he's laughing right now at this one. After laughing at these for 45 minutes, he said to me, "Julia, you know, these are really funny." When I received this news on Friday, my initial reaction was, of course, shock and heartbreak. I didn't know how I could possibly go on and find the strength to get up each and every morning. But his voice gives me strength and is what has gotten me out of bed every day for the past 5 mornings.